What do you know? What do you say on this beautiful rainy day? Here we go. So, today we're going to learn how to do a Kahoot. Kahoot is a great game that is student friendly, user friendly, all around friendly, and it's a fun game for engagement, and I think you should use it. So, what you're going to do is go to Kahoot.com right here. Bam. Kahoot.com. All right. And then you're going to hit login. It's going to bring you to here. You're going to log in with Google. Okay. That's going to take you to your Kahootie. Okay. Once you are in your Kahootie, right, there's a lot of noise going around. Don't pay attention to it. I'm going to show you what to focus on. All right. There's two things that you could do. You can create your own Kahoot, your own set of questions, or you can use somebody else's. So the first things first, if you go to Kahoot, right, you log in and you want to use somebody else's, you go to what's called Discover, okay? And then you can find a Kahoot, right, that you want to do. You can search by subject, blah, 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 right? You can go to down here. Let's say you wanted this one. Just click on Halloween, right? It gives me all these choices. Let's pick Mickey. So once you pick a Kahoot, right, it's going to give you a pre-made one, and it's going to show you the list of questions. Okay. It's also going to list answers and how long each question will be up on the board for the kids to answer. When you're ready to rock, you press play. Right. That's if you want to pick a Kahoot that's pre-made. Okay. Let's do a Kahoot that you make, which, is, I think, better. It shows creativity. All right. So the process for playing once you hit play is the same on both the pre-made ones and the ones that you make. Right. So when I show you what it looks like when you play the game, just know it's the same process if you create it or if you have a pre-made one. All right. Little side note. So let's be creative. Let's create one. So you would hit the create button. Ooh, don't worry about all this. Blah, blah, blah. Just hit this. New Kahoot. Okay. Now, here's where the fun begins. You type your question up here. So let's do this. What is America's national anthem? Right? And then what you could do next is add a media. Either videos, audios, GIFs, whatever you want. You don't have to, but it's cool if you do. Right? Let's just click this one. Okay. Now, I could have said, what is the building below a picture of? And then they would answer that way, right? So you can be creative. You know what to do. You're a teacher. So now you got your question, right? You got some media up in there. Now let's add the answer. So the first answer would be Star Spangled. I think I spelled that right. Banner. Next one. Let's do America the Beautiful. Let's go with, I don't know, let's go with Bohemian Rhapsody. And then let's go with, I don't know, Mary Had a Little Lamb, because her fleece was white as snow. Mary had a little lamb. All right, now, everyone who makes these songs up, I don't know, and why they become popular. So now, once you have all of your possible choices, you're going to select the correct one. Bam, right there. Over on the right-hand side, you're going to choose the time limit. Time limit is the amount of time allotted for the student to stare at the question and answer it. This game is all about speed, so the faster the kid answers it, the higher their score will be. But you can leave the question up there for 5 to 4 minutes. Obviously, don't do 4 minutes. I would stick in the 10 to 20 second range, okay? I'm going to hit 1 minute only because when I show you what it looks like, I need more time, okay? So now you select the time. And don't worry about points, just keep it as whatever. Answer options, you could either do single select or multi-select. Obviously, there's only one answer here, so it's single. If it was multi, you click multi, okay? Now, if you want to add another question, which obviously you're gonna, you would hit add question, and it's gonna bring you to the same process as what we just did here. But for time purposes, I'm just gonna ask one question on this Kahootie, all right? So when I'm done, I'm going to hit save. Then you're going to title it, okay? Title it, I'm gonna title it Test Kahootie, all right? And then I'm gonna hit continue, okay? And then done. Now, where does it live? Right? Come back to it later. Oh, where is my Kahoot I just made? It is in the library. Remember, discover is where you find one. You discover one. And library is where you go to the ones that you have made yourself. Okay? When you're ready to rock, you're just going to hit right here, play. So ideally, you have your laptop tethered to the Promethean board, right? So when you hit play, right, it shows them the question on the Promethean board. You could assign it to them to do on their own time for homework, but it's more fun if you do it in class. Then you're going to hit teach if you want to do it in class. And then what's going to happen is this. You're going to hit classic. And it's going to create an individual, unique game pin, right? So you would display this on the Promethean board, okay? And the kids, it would look like this, right? But they have to go to Kahoot.it. Kahoot.it. IT, instructional technology. No, that is not what it stands for. Kahoot.it on their Chromebooks or cell phones. And then they're just going to type in their game pin, which you will have displayed. Once they are done, they hit enter. Wow, did I? Sorry, folks, for the brief delay. Ha ha! Okay. Once they hit the enter, and after they put their code in, they're going to give a chance to give them their nickname. Obviously, no inappropriate nicknames, okay? So I'm just going to go with Maddie Ice. And then I'm going to hit OK, go. What's going to happen now is on the big screen, right, it's going to show a list of all the players that are joining the game in a up and down motion, okay? So once all the players are good to go, you as the teacher are going to hit, what do you think? Start, okay? So here's the thing. Once you hit start, okay, on the Promethean board on your end, right, it's going to show the question and the possible answers, just like 3, 2, 1, this. What is America's national anthem? Notice the time limit on the left-hand side, right? Question, and then answers. The answers are delineated by color and shape, right? So if you have somebody that happens to be colorblind, this is a really good way to dictate the answers because it's by shape. So that's good. Now, well, on the student's end, right, it looks like this. No question, just colors and shapes. So what's going to happen is they're going to answer it just like that, right? And on their end, it's going to say if it's correct or not. Notice the game is built on speed, so this would have been higher if I answered faster, okay? Up on the board, it's going to look like this. It's going to give a list of everybody's answer, right? How many people selected each one, so you can gauge your class, assess your class, okay? And then when you're done, right, well, you would hit next to go to the next question. But really, if you're done, right, hit end game, and it's going to give a list of people that came in first, second, and third. Obviously, I only have one player on this game, so it's only going to list one person in first, and that is Matty Ice, me. Okay? So, it's a really competitive game, which is good for the kids. On their end, it's going to look like this. It's going to tell you what place you got. Okay? And that's it, my friends. Right? I mean, pretty straightforward. You create it in here. You could discover it here. You play it here, okay? Remember, the kids go to Kahoot.it, Kahoot.it, this, not com, all right? Kahoot.it, and they enter the game pin in, all right? And most kids know how to do this. They played it in other classes. So if you need any more assistance on this, contact your neighborhood ITF. Otherwise, have a great day.